One thing I realized along the way, I guess, is when you don't put off the things you know you need to deal with, that you should deal with, that you don't know why you're not dealing with it, it's it's sort of like an avoidance thing. So there's been like this piece of paper on my desk for like 2 weeks now, and I know I should have read it and opened it. It was after I done something stupid, which I regret. And I guess I didn't want to face the reality of it. So, I go about my day-to-day life. I go to work, I go to the gym, I go downstairs, I cook food, I come upstairs, I grab I don't know, my laundry, take it back downstairs. Every time I'm going in and out of the room, it's there. It's reminding me that it's there, but I don't want to deal with it because once I open it, then I have to face the reality and face the fact that I made a mistake. And I guess I'm avoiding that feeling of inadequacy, that feeling of I know I've done something wrong, but I'm just gonna keep putting it off because I don't want to deal with it. And I think that correlates to a lot of things that I do in life, that we do in life. Just it can fit into any aspect, I guess, of most of the depression, most of the anxiety, the thing holding you back from being the best version of yourself towards anyone, towards yourself, towards just waking up and feeling no pressure, no burden there. And a large part of that is things in the moment right now that I know that I need to do, that I should do, that I know I can do, but for some reason I still don't do it. But like once I do, like today, I opened the letter and I read it and I dealt with it. And is it fixed? No. Is it sorted? No. Is it still there? Yes. But I know that I done everything in my power that I needed to do for it to go into the next stage. Will the punishment or whatever happens be bad? Yes. Would it be worse if I just left it and ignored it? Yes, also. So it's like knowing the inevitable is there, but still doing it anyway. I don't know how to describe that. Like, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of, I guess that's just life in every aspect of, I don't know, knowing we're going to die eventually, that you will die, that there is going to be a day, on an ordinary day, where you just go about your life and the problems are still there. You're going to wake up on an ordinary day and everything is still there. Like, oh, I need to do my washing when I go home. I don't know what I want to have for dinner. I want to go to the gym, and then just something happens and you die. And it's like, you don't want it to happen, but you know it will happen. But if you live consciously every single day, despite knowing that fact, doing everything you know you can do and you want to do and you should do, then it makes it almost, I don't know, not like amazing, but like bittersweet, I guess, because I can't really say that I done everything in my power, like with everything that I know I need to do still. There's still a lot of emails I need to write to people, to companies, to bring my life back on track, which I have been avoiding, sort of. But it's also celebrating the small victories, the small steps. Because this was one of the main things I wanted to get rid of, to deal with, and I done that now. Do I feel lighter? I do. It does feel better to know I don't have to look at it anymore, that when I go in my room it's not going to be there anymore, that I done everything in my power, and once whatever happens, I will deal with it. I know I will deal with it. It's just taking that first step, I guess, that first leap, which is always the hardest one when doing anything. I guess it could be the same as making the videos, because I feel so much peace, like I said on other videos, when I just say what's on my mind, when I try to decompress my mind and to let it out. It almost feels like I'm talking to someone else, and I know there's no one else here. I'm all alone, and there's no one here. No one's coming to save me. No one's coming to do anything. But me just actually naming the things, naming the issue, instead of putting it away in the back of my mind and avoiding it, it almost like it's a peace. It's sort of like a letting go of it. And I know I should do it more. And like I said, this is the thing where I said celebrating the small things, baby steps. It always goes out, unfortunately. I don't know, I guess right now, at this stage in my life, in this part of my life, the main thing I need to deal with is discipline. And not discipline towards the gym, because that's actually something I enjoy, but discipline towards something that you don't really enjoy and you don't want to do, but it will make you a stronger person in the end. For example, in my life right now, that means going to work regularly, like doing as much overtime as I can possible. I am working, but maybe I can do more. Like if the opportunity presents itself and I'm so tired and I want to go home, but they say there's a few hours extra if you want to stay, then instead of going, yes, let me go home, shift's over, maybe pushing myself just a little bit more, so I'll stay an extra 2 hours at work, and instead of staying an hour and a half at the gym, I'll stay 45 minutes only. Have I sacrificed something I enjoy, which is the gym after work? Yes, but also I'm building my life, and this is going to push me in a direction that will help me in the future. With that extra money, I can use it to pay debt off, or do some driving lessons finally, which I haven't done in a few weeks and I miss it, or buy a new pair of trainers for myself, so it's taking away the comfort in the moment of how you feel and just acting anyway on it. And by acting on the thing that you don't want to do, the peace will come after. So you take the comfort way of going home earlier, and yeah, it's all nice, but then you think like, oh, I wish I had more money. And then you come home a little bit more tired, but you'll have like this pride almost, this self-belief, this confidence in yourself, this empowerment, sort of like a body feeling, like a euphoria, to know you've done the right thing and you've done everything in your power in that moment right now to prepare yourself for the future and to better yourself in some way. And I guess at this stage of my life, at 25 years old, it's knowing that I know the information, I know what I need to do, and still acting on it. So when the opportunity comes, saying, I already know this, I already talked about this, so let's make it into reality.